Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. And you'll hold your horses. Let's stop taking it to the stupid. I know Andre Ward was a bad boy when he was active. But he's been retired for a while. And Andre Ward, like a lot of other fighters, active and retired, they're seeing all them desert diamonds floating around. Guys getting Rolexes out there in Saudi. The millions of dollars fighters are making. And now you got a guy like Andre Ward trying to hook up and face Anthony Joshua. Maybe out there in on a Riyadh season card out there in the UK. But some people are excited about Andre Ward coming back and facing a guy like AJ. But for me, I'm not excited. I got a serious concern. I think this is just, monetarily driven. Nothing wrong with that. I think he knows deep down he can't win. Andre Ward ain't beat no damn Anthony Joshua. This ain't Roy Jones against John Ruiz. You gotta look at who and what Roy Jones was, and he was active, and who and what John Ruiz was. John Ruiz, he was a champion, but he wasn't elite. Okay, so Roy Jones looked up and said, I could beat that guy with my speed, with my reflexes, with my timing, and I got some power. John Ruiz ain't that much bigger than me. And he went up and he did just that. Try to imagine Andre Ward going up to face Anthony Joshua. In my opinion, the move isn't smart, and I think it's going to lead to irreversible damage if Joshua doesn't, even if he just lands one of them bombs, but if he consistently lands hard shots on Ward, Ward doesn't go down. Let me tell you, it's not the knockout shot that damages a fighter. It's the accumulation of punishment. Andre Ward needs to stick to the art of Ward, boxing talk, and not come out here trying to get the goddamn Anthony Joshua UK Nigerian beans put on his ass. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Now, understand, Andre Ward in the Super 6 and everything he did, that shit, yeah, he beat everybody. That was crazy. When he did that, I say, this guy is special. When he was talking back then about seeing things with AJ and I think I could go up and beat him and talking to Virgil about it, I was like, how? But I was like, maybe. Not because of what he did with Kovalev. I still think the first fight he lost and the second fight was just weird to me. But because we knew he had talent. But the reality is this. It's a dangerous idea. Andre Ward's been retired for 8 years. Last fight in 2017, he ended up retiring 32-0. It's not a lot of fights. So has he taken care of his body? Yeah, when you look at him, he looks good. He doesn't look like Andre Ward Hamed. He ain't looking like that guy. So he took care of himself. But he's 41 years old, man. I'm 50. I'm still out here running with weighted vests on, still out here training, still trying to stay in the best shape I can. But let me tell you, 41 is not bad. At 41, I was still a killer. But goddamn it, 41 ain't 30, okay? And you're active, you haven't fought, you haven't been punched in the face. To just think you can come back at 41 and go in there and clip AJ, even though AJ, there's a little bit of slippage there. But I don't think it's enough for Andre Ward to come in and capitalize. AJ's still competing, man. Andre Ward ain't taking a punch in, maybe a damn 10 years, a decade. The idea that he's going to get in there still and not have ring rust and still have cat-like reflexes and durability like an Arturo Gatti, like he can just get in there and you can't damage Andre Ward. Like, man, get out of here with that shit. Let me tell you the reality of Andre Ward's situation. He's got ring rust. In addition, his reflexes have slowed. Furthermore, he has diminished durability. He's a pop. He's a dad. He ain't no fighter no more. Man, he still got the fighter mentality, but he ain't no fighter. Andre Ward is all mashed potatoes. When he turned 42, They gonna throw the gravy on his ass. That's what he is. Look, man, diminished durability is inevitable, even for legends like Andre Ward. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to see him come back. I thought he retired early, but he did what he said. So God told this man to retire, right? So God telling you to come back now and chase this money? All money ain't good money, man. Don't come out here and get yourself killed. Don't make sense. Anthony Joshua he's not just a full-size heavyweight. They really should have that super heavyweight division back, but whatever. Dude is a monster. Andre Ward will come up there and do what? He don't have the power like Deontay Wilder come in the ring at, 176 pounds. Deontay Wilder knocking people out, and Deontay Wilder weigh 135 and shit. Andre Ward don't have that freakish country boy power. He a city slicker. He from California. He out there on Venice Beach, man, eating coconut-flavored snow cones in the ocean, riding them weird bicycles around and getting his toes and shit in the goddamn white sand. He's on holiday. But now he want to come back and dodge the AJ Haymaker and land the Oakland, California Bing Bings on Anthony Joshua, but he want to do it in the UK at Wembley in front of 90,000 people. AJ walking around at 240, 250, 260 pounds. What are you talking about? Damn near killed Dillian White. Damn near killed Ngannou. Well, he did kill Ngannou. Killed Otto Wallen. Put the Bing Bings on almost everyone he fought. Yeah, he took some losses, but he out here putting the heat on everybody. Even when he fought Dubois, he hurt Dubois badly. It's just Anthony Joshua fought the wrong fight, and Dubois, Dubois a little Sesame Street and shit, so he kind of crazy. You got to kill Dubois, He like a rabid dog, Dubois is different. But Andre Ward ain't coming up there doing what Anthony Joshua can do. I mean, what Daniel Dubois can do to Anthony Joshua, he ain't doing that. You look at Andre Ward. His career peaked around 175 pounds. We're talking about 60-pound plus difference, man. And this ain't Anthony Joshua trying to bulk up in size. This is natural size and power. Andre Ward, his shit would be superficial, would be manufactured, it wouldn't be real. Even if he bulked up to 215 pounds, after the fight, he would sit there, man, and just naturally, dissolve back to being 170, 75 pounds. Maybe his balls weigh 50, 60 pounds because it takes a lot of balls to want to go up and fight a guy like Anthony Joshua. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to say he can't beat him. Can't win. And if he goes, he may embarrass himself. Anthony Joshua hit him with one of them shots and Andre Ward turned into a boxer runner. So then you'll have Shakur Stevenson, who people call a boxer runner. Terrence Crawford, people call a boxer runner. And then you have Andre Ward. And them three are the ones that, seem to have the most chemistry, the big brother to the middle brother to the little brother. All three boxer runners. Don't do that. Don't do that. Even if he bulks up, you got to understand, the one thing he needs the most, he's going to sacrifice his goddamn speed, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go compromise your speed, create further risk of injury, and then you got to survive in there? Why? But then you come out and you make, if anyone even shows interest in the fight, you make 20, 40, 50 million. Maybe worth it if you think about that, right? You man, get that Wu-Tang cream cha-ching ching. But I just think if he gets in there, he's run the risk of not just losing, but irreversible damage, man. Head trauma, man. Heavyweights like Joshua generate force of like 700, 800 pounds. Andre Ward, you don't want to get hit with that shit. Ward's chin's never really been tested at heavyweight. We saw that Kovalev put the Bing Bings on him, hurt him badly. He was hurt before in another fight. Still didn't know what happened the last 2 rounds. So I just let you know, if he gets hit with a guy like Anthony Joshua, he's out of there. But I just think it'll be irreversible damage. A clean shot could cause a concussion or long-term neurological damage. It just ain't worth it. He got millions. He's happy. I always say that. I was never a professional boxer. And I did spar and fight, and a couple, fighting smokers and spar on base. And anytime I was at different places, we'd go and fight Air Force fighting the Army and shit like that. I always had those bouts. I always trained. I always did all that, right? I didn't want to go try out for the Air Force boxing team because I was finishing my degree and something. But to this day, I regret it because I had an opportunity to go. And my commander was like, he didn't really want to let me go. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to release you from your career field. And I was like, man, you know, fuck it. I'll finish my degree and get out. But I should have went. And even if I didn't make the team, I should have went for the experience. But they didn't want to really let me go because it was a critical career field. Anyway, y'all don't understand all that shit. But just know that for me to go, I would have had to get approval. And he would have reluctantly done it. And I just felt like, you know what, fuck, I'm not begging you. Which I probably shouldn't have begged him, but I shouldn't have been so temperamental. Just took a deep breath, let him talk himself through whatever he was going through, and signed the document. But anyway, so I say that to say this. I've been retired and I'm comfortable, man. For me to go out here and do something, the way I'm living, right? Great life. Go out here and run the risk of getting hurt. I don't matter how much money they're going to give me. I'm not doing it. Andre Ward going out here to fight Anthony Joshua is the same thing, right? The kind of risk associated with my friends contacting me and saying, hey, they call me Chief and shit. Yo, Chief, you could come out here to Afghanistan. You could come out here to Iraq. Or, yo, we over here in Germany. Or we're over here in Qatar. I'll go to Germany, but the only reason I don't go to Germany because of my wife and kids. I ain't leaving my kids. But like the Qatar, the Iraq, the Afghanistan, to go over there and make $250,000 a year. You think I wouldn't do that? I would do it if I didn't have a family. But with a family, I mean, I go out there for 4 months, come back for 2, go back for 4. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money, but the risk associated with that shit, it just takes one moment for shit to flare up. And now there's no more daddy. Fuck, my kids gonna live with that. Because I chase fucking money. So I look at Anthony Joshua, Andre Ward, him coming back to face AJ, it's kind of like me going to Afghanistan or Qatar as a contractor out there doing whatever a job I'm going out there to do. And I'm fucking working sometimes 7 days a week. 12 hours, 13 hours, or they'll have 6 on, 1 off. Some people do 5 on over there, 2 off. It depends on the contract. To me, that's the same thing Andre was doing. He's fucking going to Afghanistan, he's going to Iraq, he's going to Qatar as a contractor. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just me. You know, I don't like it for him. But at 41, what I'll tell you is recovery from head trauma is slower and riskier. So he got to be careful. And even if he ain't getting hit to the head, and Anthony Joshua says, I'm going to take it easy on him. Andre Ward is a legend. I'm going to go ahead and go after the arms and the rib. Let me tell you, this is like a Canelo-style breakdown, you know what I mean? Targeting arms and the body. Anthony Joshua does that shit too. That's part of his arsenal. That's something that he picked up. Everybody picks up stuff off of different fighters, and Anthony Joshua picked that up off of Canelo. Maybe he goes in there and starts landing them 800 to 900 pound pressure type shots on Andre Ward's arms and body. Repeated shots to the ribs and arms. Next thing you know, Andre Ward's got fractures and shit. Nerve damage, chronic pain. For what? 20 million can't get rid of that. 30, 40, 50 million, 100 million can't get rid of that. Shit can be permanent. Then you get medication just to manage the pain. That ain't how you want to live. You might as well go out there to a war zone as a contractor. Driving in a Humvee or some shit in a convoy and that shit flipping, you fuck up your whole body. That shit ain't no joke, man. Anyway, some people say war with this defensive style, you know, punch and grab. And look, that works against guys his size or smaller guys. That shit ain't, you can imagine Andre Ward trying to jump in with a jab or a hook and then clinch Joshua. Joshua, you ever see a dog, somebody put garbage out in the curb and a dog come inside and bite at the corner of the bag and just fucking fling the garbage all over the place? Trash gets scattered everywhere. That's how Anthony Joshua doing me, clinging on him. He just fling his ass off of him. Andre Ward, there ain't no way in the world he could clinch no damn Anthony Joshua. Too strong, can muscle through clinches. Andre Ward wouldn't stand a chance, man. Anyway, mobility loss, psychological toll. It's just all bad messing around. Andre Ward messing with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, he knows how. Like, Anthony Joshua is just a bigger version of Andre Ward, of what Andre Ward was. Anthony Joshua can box. And trust me, if he starts landing body shots, man, he's going to sap your movement. And he's got the reach to do it. And Andre Ward, I just don't think the mobility is there for him to get away from those shots. And if Ward's legs start to go, you know, you hear me talking these videos about stationary targets. Andre Ward becomes a stationary target. And I'll tell you what, older fighters are more prone to joint injuries and muscle tears under pressure. So whether it happens in the ring or post-fight or whatever, I just think him going in against AJ, it's just all bad. Just leave it alone. And then the psychological toll, look, it's just something that he's got to, right now, his mind is clean. Just like my mind, clean. But if I go do something, especially, nothing I could do could be on the stage of what Andre Ward would be doing going to fight Anthony Joshua, right? The whole boxing world and the international community would be watching to see the great Andre Ward come out of retirement to fight AJ, right? He comes and he does that, and all of a sudden, he gets hurt. How's he going to deal with that embarrassment? And then what if he gets hurt badly with, cognitively he's impaired? You know, he retired to protect his long-term health. He said he knew he was slipping. He said he knew. Those are his words. I'm not making that up. He said it was things that he felt and he saw in himself and knew he was slipping and knew it was time to hang it up because there was a chance of him getting in the ring and getting hurt. Long-term health and legacy is something he wanted to preserve. You get in that ring now, man, you're going to jeopardize your long-term health and you're going to jeopardize your legacy. Leave it alone. So a brutal loss to Anthony Joshua, it won't just hurt physically. Tarnish his reputation, and again, he's just one of the very few fighters who retired undefeated. So all that shit's out the window. So he's no longer in the class with the Mayweathers and Calzaghes and some of the other guys from the past. Anyway, my final thoughts on this whole thing. Andre Ward can do what he wants. I'll still tune in. I'm not rooting against him. I just don't like the idea of him coming back when he doesn't have to and all the risks that are associated with any boxing match, but especially him trying to go against this monster Anthony Joshua. Even if Joshua doesn't land and knock him out, Joshua wins because Andre Ward is going to run. And again, you talk about legacy and shit, taking a loss. I mean, you're either going to get damaged beyond repair or you're going to take a loss and embarrass yourself. But, I mean, he gets paid, so that goddamn $50 million can help heal those physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, mental wounds, won't it? I just don't think Andre Ward is still the master technician he once was. But he is let's just say he is a master technician. But boxing isn't just about skill, it's about, physics. Joshua's bigger, stronger, still active. Ward's return would be a legacy gamble with real physical consequences. Just to see Joshua land clean, if it doesn't knock him out cold, but he's repeatedly landing hard shots, it could be some permanent damage to Andre Ward. And that's what we don't want. Anyway, I'm about to go get my kids from school. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Y'all in the breeze.